carcinogens in all 10 products of artificial braiding hair.
Hey guys, hi YouTube. Welcome back to my channel. So I'm rocking synthetic hair, so I felt like it was a good time to do this video. Somebody messaged me on my Instagram and we were talking back and forth, and I thought, this would be a good time to do a video like this. So there was a report that came out pretty much saying that synthetic hair is linked to cancer by this guy. And so I want to say, with everything that comes out, you take it with a grain of salt. They say if you know better, you do better, right? This topic of cancer has come up in a lot of different things, from the clothes we wear to the products we use for our hair to the foods we eat. So it is really hard to pinpoint sometimes what is really causing cancer, for example, to a lot of people. So I didn't even know how to go about this, because as somebody who's done, I change my hair a lot, and I've used so many different hair products. Sometimes I've gone to the beauty supply and just, took a product and read the back, and I'm like, wow, that is some chemicals that I can't say. So yeah, while you can say, oh, I'm not going to use synthetic hair anymore because of this, you're using other products also that are also maybe causing you risk, and you don't know because nobody has done any reports on it. From your toothpaste, that they say toothpaste is horrible for brushing your teeth, to, buying clothes that come from China is horrible for your skin issues and all that stuff. It's never ending. The list goes on and on. And I was reading some comments, where the report was done. A lot of people are saying, well, you might not be using synthetic hair, but you're eating foods that have chemicals in them that are affecting your body every day and you don't even know it. So I was like, that's true, right? So you can try to buy products that are more natural, products like, human hair, but even human hair has its own issues, because, and I was like, oh my gosh, you can spend more and buy products that are Black owned, and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, you could be facing other risk in other areas of your life, so I just say that it becomes really difficult, guys, to try to do the right thing with so much information coming at you. And sometimes people don't have the best intentions either. People do reports sometimes that are not even factual, and it goes viral and everybody's like, oh my gosh, you need to stop using all synthetic hair. It's horrible for you. And then it goes back to, hey, this guy just published something because they were up, for financial gain, or they were up to something else. And then everybody runs back again. Oh, synthetic hair is okay for you. It's actually human hair that's bad for you. Now people jump on that. So it becomes this whole thing of different reports coming out, and people just, So at the end of the day, I want to say my whole standpoint on where I stand is, you have to decide, and choose to each his own, as they say. Figure out what risk you're willing to deal with. If you're risking, hey, doing your hair, then that's where you're gonna get your risk from. If it's, you're eating foods with growth hormones and all this stuff in it, that's where your, risk is at. So pretty much you have to pick as a human being every single day, whether you want to not use plastic straws and try to save the turtles, or, So a lot of people also mention that the chemicals that they're talking about are also in other things. Like people say that, when the car overheats or something, a lot of this things you're breathing, and it causes, some people to have asthma attacks. And also that some of these hair companies that are coming from Asia, whatever, they willingly put stuff in the products on purpose. And so somebody's like, maybe there's a higher thing that they're trying to do to affect Black women. I don't know. It's far-fetched, but you never know, right? So at the end of the day, we Black women love changing our hair. We love trying different things, right? And so I'm not going to say that I'm going to stop using all synthetic hair products and that I'm not going to relax my hair. I'm not going to say that. But I am saying that I do have the information, so I'm going to choose whatever I want to do with it. So it's good to have information. Sometimes it's better to do your own research as well and kind of read up on things and then make a decision from there. But also we have to take things with a grain of salt, because you never know what somebody's intentions are. Some people are really out there to go viral and make money. And then there's people that really have good intention and they want to help. But I know that there's been a similar research that was done with relaxers. And they said how horrible relaxers are for you, which I do understand. I mean, it is a chemical, So yeah, I have so many different synthetic hair in my bag. So I'm just like, am I supposed to throw all of them away? And for me, I like synthetic hair because it looks more natural over time. And sometimes it matches my texture way better. So that's one of the reasons I really like it. But um, so yeah, just wanted to say, information is good. Do your own research. Take things with a grain of salt and take it from there. That's my whole thing. I know there's alternatives to synthetic hair, and also people do recommend that you rinse synthetic hair with apple cider vinegar and stuff like that before you use them, because I know there's people that have had reactions so bad, where the scalp was bleeding red, pimples, and they were itching where they had to take their hairstyle down because the scalp was just not reacting very well to synthetic hair. So that's definitely, there is something there, because I know people that have dealt with that, like the itching and so bad that they had to just let it go. And certain hair companies, when you use their products, that happens more often than than others. So there is that. So I'm not shocked, because I've definitely known for years. A lot of people have mentioned, a lot of YouTubers mentioned that they noticed synthetic hair did irritated scalps a lot. It made the scalp itchy. It made the scalp very red. And so a lot of people were just saying they don't even use it at all together. And also even braiders. There's some braiders that now don't even use certain hair products. They request that you bring a certain hair for them to do your hair. So it's there. So I feel like at the end of the day, we're going to get so much information overload, and we try our best to change things. But then at the same time, it's impossible as a human being to try to be like, well, I'm not drinking milk anymore because milk does this and this for you. I'm not going to use toothpaste anymore to brush my teeth because I don't want to do this to my teeth. It just becomes this thing where it's just overwhelming. And cancer has been linked to so many different things that we use every day. So I'm just like, what do we do, So that's my whole thing. I just wanted to, as somebody who does, I do hair videos on here, and I change my hair a lot. I've used a lot of synthetic hair, and I'm not saying that I'm going to stop, but the information is there. And I've read it, I've seen it, but I've also seen other other reports that have talked about things that are linked to cancer, and it's so many. So I just feel like it's overwhelming, and it's hard sometimes to try to do the right thing.